a pool bout. The winner was Muhari 5-4. Can't count that one. And actually, at the European World Championships last year in Genova, it was 11-10 for Santuccio, the only time they've met in a DE bout. Santuccio's fourth time on the podium. She has 2 silvers and a bronze, and she wants to get the elusive gold. And this is also Muhari's fourth time on the podium this year. She has a bronze, a silver, and a gold. And actually at the Grand Prix, she had a gold in Doha and a silver in Budapest. So she had one heck of a Grand Prix season, did Eszter Muhari. To go along with the NCAA championship in the United States, don't forget. Referees Gerasidoris finally got the name right of Greece. Olar, Venezuela, video. Amari and Rejas del Campo are the assistants or assessors. Oh, Muhari had the parry and missed on the riposte. Watch how she makes the parry here. Oh, and right over the back shoulder. It was a nice parry, just caught the blade and just couldn't finish it off. Oh, and Muhari's able to hit right there on the top of the shoulder. She has a nice height and reach advantage over Santuccio. Santuccio, we've seen earlier, likes to do a lot of actions by taking the blade, as does Muhari. Right in the middle, a little beat attack there by Muhari with a lunge. Little beat and attack. They hit on the upper part of the arm. Yes. Taking the blade, and then there's a hold for core, says the referee, stops the action. Sort of interesting, it's only the third time in their career they fence each other. Second time in a direct elimination bout. They're ranked 3rd and 4th in the world. And you look at tennis over the years, you had Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic. These guys played each other a million times. Can't tell from no. And yes. Muhari always has this look like you're not sure if she's happy or disappointed in herself, even after scoring a touch. She sort of tilts her head to the side like a hangdog look. Okay. Got a lot of action there in that first period, and it's interesting because Santuccio has to take the blade, but she's up against a longer, taller fencer, Muhari, who also likes to take the blade. I'm looking for Santuccio to try to push Muhari and see if she can gain some ground, push Muhari to the back. But Muhari doesn't like to go back. She's very aggressive. And also maybe try some beat attacks in the middle. But it's tough against Muhari because she picks up everything. Look at Muhari. She scored a touch. It almost looks like she's unhappy with herself. It's the weirdest body language. Great job by Santuccio, pushing Muhari to the back and then picking up the blade in second intention. Muhari pushing, and then picking up the blade and scoring on the flank under the arm. Muhari, the last two actions, has just ceded ground way too easily. I don't think she'll do it again. Santuccio pushing, makes the riposte actually. Getting the sweat out of her eyes. A lot of times the referee will say, that's sort of like a timeout. They'll say, use the crook of your arm and with your uniform to clear your eyes. Because that's two touch. I think it was 6-3, now it's 6-5, so a little breather there from Muhari. Well, doubles are fine for Muhari with that lead. Muhari with that pronounced leaning forward of her upper torso. Santuccio wants to get one here before the break. Went the other direction. It's the last thing she wanted. Back to a 3-touch lead for Muhari. And that'll do it. So Eszter Muhari has opened it up to 3-touch lead for the second time, and the key for her, Muhari, is not to retreat to the back of the piece as easily as she did a couple times. She make Santuccio fight for it and earn it, because by doing so, that gives Santuccio a little bit of an advantage back there, and she needs that advantage because she's shorter. And she needs to take the blade as well. So we saw Muhari fake to the toe once. I wouldn't be surprised somewhere early in the first minute we see something to the toe here by Muhari, just to, because she knows that Santuccio is going to be thinking about attacking. Changing the blade. Didn't work. So these blades have been tested by weapon control to make sure they hold up the weight and pass the weights and the shim test rather. They've sort of been impounded in a bag and brought out to the piece. That's why we don't have to check them on the piece. That's the way of not only checking in advance, but saving time here. There's a nice start for Santuccio. Right in the middle, caught Muhari napping. She's got to pick it up a little. There's that toe feint. Boom on the blade by Santuccio. And she's come out on fire, and Muhari has not. Just like that, it's tied. You go to the break 9-6 feeling great. Let's see what happened. She went for the toe, but she missed, and then Santuccio was able to attack and score. Can she get over the hump? This is a gigantic touch, this next one. Can't get over the hump. That's the big one. You climb up the hill, down 3, you tie it up, and you can't go ahead. So Muhari gets a breather there. Oh, Santuccio is asking for core to avoid a riposte there. And clearly Muhari, let's see what happened. No. Well, she sort of did provoke the core there before they went into that do-si-do. She might get this yellow card. She's lucky she didn't get hit, because I think in the infighting, Santuccio has a little advantage. She couldn't put the light on. The card's coming out. Core to avoid being hit on a riposte. It's a Group 1 warning. It's a yellow card the first time it happens. Once Santuccio grabbed that blade, big advantage, cashed it in. Okay, so for the second time, Santuccio's tied it up. Can she get the lead? She can't. Second time, Muhari regains the lead. And here's why. Attack to the mask. How about that? Look at them diagonal on the piece there. Muhari's going over to, closer to us. Look at that, completely diagonal. Her inside target is covered. She's got it parried. Oh, Muhari dodged a bullet there. She attacked from out of distance on the strip. So Santuccio says that she go back a meter. No, because Muhari fleshed by her on the piece. You're not penalized a meter for going off the side. But a good try, nevertheless, by Santuccio. 1 foot on, 1 foot off. For the third time, Santuccio's tied it up. Takes the blade. Again. Oh, once she gets the blade, she's money. Will the fourth time be a charm for Alberta Santuccio? Can she get the lead? Nope. It's a good double. Muhari's too passive right here. I think she needs to pick it up a little bit. Santuccio gets that blade. The odds are increased in her favor. She's going to get the touch. And we are going to go to overtime. Priority to Muhari. If a minute goes by and no one scores, she's the winner because of that priority. She's going for medical. Muhari's calling for medical, and I'd like to know why. She does look a little in distress there. Well, it's only fitting that the very last touch we will see here in Medellín will determine the champion. What a way to end this 3 days of exciting fencing with the best épée fencers in the world. Right down to the very final touch. You can't ask for anything more than that. I'm not sure what they're. She just doesn't. Trying to get a good look at what the medical is looking at here. Is it a body part? Is she just not feeling well? Well, whatever the case, and we hope she's okay. Well, she's holding her head. She's, it was awfully hot in here today, and I have to be candid with you. In the last touch, I've been standing up. I started getting faint myself. I had to sit down because I was going to need medical in a second. It's hot, and I'm in a short sleeve shirt. She's in a Kevlar uniform. It's a sweat box in there, and it's been all day. And are they starting the clock? I mean, she really looks like she's in a bit of trouble there. Maybe she needs fluids. I'm not really sure. She's drinking something, so that might be part of it. Five minutes. So the referee came over to the referee delegates here, and Abdul Badawi said, well, 5 minutes, of course. Let's see if they start the clock. Let's see if they put it up there, the 5-minute injury clock. It's 5 minutes. Okay, I hear everyone saying 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So they just got to get it on the clock, on the box, so everyone can see it. There we go. 5-minute timeout. It's a medical timeout. We hope she's okay. I wouldn't be surprised. It's some type of heat exhaustion. Yeah, there she is drinking. I don't see them putting any ice on her or anything, her neck or actually take. Is that ice? Okay. So anyway, Muhari. Well, it's hard to say this. She did look a little lethargic at the end of that bout. She held on. I mean, earlier on, it's not like she's going 100 miles an hour, but she was showing a different type of energy. It almost seemed like she was like a wet dish rag there at the end. Well, if the fluids don't wake her up, certainly that loud music in the venue will. They're putting ice on her neck to try to revive her a little bit. It looks like I think it looks like she's coming back to life here. Yes, she's getting ready to fence. So whatever was the problem, she's better. It almost seems like she's still holding her head a little bit. One touch to go. Eszter Muhari has pulled herself together here. Whatever was the problem, she's ready to fence. She has the priority. If no one scores for the next minute, we know it's not going to happen. So the next touch wins for gold in Medellín. Muhari knows that without the priority, Santuccio is going to have to somewhat make an action, get it, and she knows that she's going to go and take the blade. The question is, what does she do about it? Does she try to surprise Santuccio and try to do something in her preparation and not let her set up? A lot of fencers do that. And it's gold for Alberta Santuccio of Italy. She stands atop the podium here in Medellín with a come-from-behind victory. Congratulations to Eszter Muhari. She's had a great year. Let's hope she's okay. But she had a big, comfortable 9-6 lead that evaporated quickly. She regained the lead twice more in the bout. And what a tremendous victory. Come from behind for Alberta Santuccio. What a great season she's had. 4th time on the podium, 1st time gold. Well, she's 3rd ranked going into this event. We'll see if she moves up the standings at all with this gold. Takes the blade. What a surprise. There's your winner. We knew she was going to take the blade. The question is if she was going to get the touch, and she did. On the blade, and there it is. For your winner in Medellín. That says it all.